Good morning. I'm just going to make this quick little video to share with you one of the ways that I like to use cassava in my smoothies. All right, hopefully this view will work out okay. Like I said, we're just throwing this together quick. So it'll give you a chance to see the tools that I use. I'm going to put in some dates, and I just use a little stick blender in the blender cup. Because my experience has been the size smoothie that I like to have is actually too small for my regular blender, and I'll use some almond milk. I like to keep my protein powder in a smaller container so that I'm not working with like the great big huge bag. I also like to put hemp seeds in it, but they don't really get chopped up very well because they're so small. So I actually threw these in my Vitamix. And so now it's almost like a hemp dough, but that blends up easier and makes like a nicer, finer texture. And then, I also use some frozen strawberries. So I start out with 3 dates. I'm avoiding refined sugar right now, so I'm using the dates to sweeten my smoothie. But then you also get the benefit of the fiber and the minerals and the vitamins that are in the dates. And the stick blender is great for making the size smoothie that I want, but it is not the best for getting things nice and smooth unless you do it just right. So I'm going to show you my tricks for how I still get it smooth even though I'm using something as kind of tough. I mean, you can see these are soft dates, but anyway, I'll show you my tricks for getting it nice and smooth. All right, so I've got the 3 dates in there that I chopped up. I don't have a huge appetite, so I make my smoothies fairly small. So I don't know what you'd call this, a heaping half a scoop of protein powder. And then I'm gonna put in a few clumps of the hemp seed that I like pre-blended in my Vitamix, and then just keep in the fridge. So that looks pretty good. And then we'll add a little bit of almond milk. If you start small with just a few of the ingredients and blend for a little bit, that gives it the chance to get it smooth. So I'll blend up that first step right now. All right, so the stick blender isn't totally getting all the clumps quite yet, but in the phases, like you'll see at the end, that it's nice and smooth. So I just blended that for a minute. That's kind of thick. And now I'm going to chop up the strawberries a little bit because, again, the stick blender is small enough that it can't quite grab like a whole strawberry. And so while this might seem like kind of a lot of steps, when I'm not making it for a video, this smoothie really only takes like a couple of minutes to throw together. It's not that big of a deal. If you have a bigger appetite than I do, then you could make a bigger smoothie, and something like your Vitamix would be able to blend it all up. And then you can put in the dates whole, well, obviously take the seeds out, but then you can put in the dates and the strawberries without kind of the little pre-chop. But like I said, I don't have a huge appetite, so I don't eat a ton at once. So now I'm going to put these strawberries in a little bit at a time, put in a little more almond milk, and in a couple of blends, it'll be a nice smooth smoothie. All right, so I've got all the strawberries in. You can see there's no more date chunks floating around. It's nice and smooth. And I like to use the cup to just go ahead and drink straight out of. Obviously, you can pour it into something pretty if you'd rather. But one thing that's tasty too, if you've got some on hand, is a little bit of fresh mint blended up in there, just to kind of give it, I don't know, a little bit of zing. All right, so that's my strawberry smoothie. I love having that for breakfast. And the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals that I'm getting from it, it feels really good. It tastes really good. If you would like some other ideas or have other questions, drop it in the comments and I can see if I can throw something together for you. But also go check out my website, 5minutesbetter.com. I've got a lot of tips and suggestions there for healthier living, taking care of your mind and your body. So thanks. We'll see you. Bye-bye.